Hi everyone, my name is Makisha. I'm from Cairns in far north Queensland, Australia, and today I'm going to show you a second tutorial on Copic Markers. And what we're actually going to be doing is outlining your images to make them pop off the page, and also how to create a sidewalk to go underneath your image to make them really stand out and look realistic. So this is the card I've made for the Inspiration Sketch Challenge number 27, and if you want to view the details you can check it out on the Inspirations website. So I've done an image beforehand just to show you, so I've coloured the exact same image. What you'll need is you'll want just a regular ruler, a black fine tipped marker, and then also some of your Copic markers. So today I'm using C1, C3 and C5. So the C stands for cool grey, and then the 3 shades in the grey colours. So what you'll want to do is take your fine point marker and your image, so line it up nice and neatly, and then you'll want to bring in the marker behind them. So first off you'll want to do a straight line, so I'm just going to line this up perfectly, and then very carefully mark your marker to the image like so. So we've got the background of the sidewalk. Now when you visually would look at a sidewalk, the lines aren't going to be perfect because you have peripheral vision, so you actually want to display these lines out at an angle. So coming in probably just about a centimetre from the side, just draw that line down, and then you want to do exactly the same on the opposite side. Now try and get them exact same distance also from either end and also from the main image, so that way it looks more and more realistic. So we've got the sidewalk lines in. What you want to do is actually I'm going to use a C3, and using the felt tip end, just colour in that image of the sidewalk. Now I'm using the Express Graphics paper, which is rather smooth, and you can find that it gives a little bit of blotchy look on your image, but on this particular image doing the sidewalk, that actually works to our advantage, because a sidewalk is usually concrete and that is never a smooth, even surface. So we'll do the inside of his legs, and then, so I tend to turn my images around so that I can always see where my point is going to be. And I'm just doing real small circles around his shoes. So there you can see on the image it's a bit splotchy, but that's okay. Just to add some extra detail, we'll take the darker colour, which is the C5, and you'll want to go where the black lines are, just add an extra line, and that adds extra depth and shadow to the lines in the pavement. And like so. So you can do them rather thin, or you can do them thickly depending on how detailed you want them. I'm just going to go over them slightly just to make them a stronger, bolder line, like so. And then again you can go back over with your C3 and just add a little bit of extra depth. It's a pretty big colouring. So there you go, that's the sidewalk. Simple, super easy. Now, whenever I do any of my Copic images, I'll always outline the image, and I wanted to show you how to do this. I'm using a C1, which is a nice light image. When you actually do your outlines, you want to just do a real fine line around the whole thing. And this actually adds shadow to your image, but also makes your image pop from the page. So it just gives it, makes it a little bit more realistic. Like so. So it's a fairly light grey colour. Not too drastic at all. You can actually do this type of thing with blues or different shades of taupe, but because I've got the grey, I'm going to stick with grey. So then I take my C3, which is a little bit darker, and I actually like to just add a little bit more shadow wherever there's something underneath. So underneath the shirt sleeve, underneath the hands, a little bit up here, and then also under people's faces and ears. And that just adds a little bit of extra depth. Now, what happens if you actually go over the line? So say I was colouring this sidewalk and whoops, I've gone over the line like so here. Oops, you can't see it. You can actually remove colour by using your colourless blender, and I just wanted to also show you how to do that today. You want to take your blender and then you just rub the colourless blender over, and that actually pushes the ink into the cardstock. You can see it's lightening up. So that's one great thing about the Copic markers, is that even if you make a mistake or go out the lines, you can remove the ink. It just takes a little bit of patience. Sometimes if it's a really strong colour like a dark blue, an orange, you actually just need to kind of work with it. And you can see as I lift that how the moisture's gone into the paper and it's pushing that colour through to the other side. Sometimes you need to just let the paper dry off a little bit and then start again. So that's pretty much all gone now. So that's the benefit of your beautiful colouring with Copic markers, is that they're fairly magic and you can remove colour. So there you go. So there's our little image ready to be put on their card, and then you have your nice final product. So thanks for watching today. I hope you've learned something. It's very simple, outlining and creating a sidewalk with your Copic markers. Thank you.